It's time for Lion Athletics on your new home for Baxter Springs High School sports, Baxter Springs Sports Live. Baxter Springs Sports Live is presented by WDM. Learn more at WDMinc.net. Also by It's time for Baxter Springs High School Athletics on your new home for the Lions, Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome out here to Baxter Springs Sports Live, where tonight your Lions are taking on the Girard Trojans. I got to get things figured out here as we get ready to go. But we are here, and for all my folks on Girard Sports Live, hello! It's so nice to see you guys again. So nice to have our paths cross once more in this life. My name is Daryl McLeod. I am joined alongside here by Sarah Goebel, and we're getting ready to go with senior night tonight. Your Lady Lions looking to get their first win of the regular season. They come in 1-15, and if my sources are correct, the Trojans on the ladies' side come in at 13-5 this season. Looking to get that number one seed going into Sub-State. Also looking for that number one spot in league, where they will have to face Colgan next week for that, barring tonight's game. Well, I'd like to let you guys know that, of course, everything here is brought to you by WDM Williams Diversified Materials. WDM is proud to support Baxter Springs Athletics and USD 508. Stop in and see WDM at 2903 Military or call 620-679-9810. Be sure to ask about the storage shed and U-Haul rental. We're going to kick over into our pregame show brought to you by Route 66 Hardware. Well, Sarah, girls coming off a loss last night to the Columbus Titans, and the Girard Trojans coming off a win against Chanute.
Yes, that was for the Lewisburg tournament, I believe.
Yes, took a win in that Lewisburg tournament. Although I had a chance to talk to some of those players down there and Coach Herlocker, and he didn't really feel like they played as quick and fast as they should have. Felt like they were kind of lollygagging, for lack of a better way to put it. So he liked to see them come out tonight and hopefully get the pace quickened. As for our girls, that Columbus team, very good. Got the better of them 3 times now this year, and they're looking to come back after that matchup. A very quick turnaround that you don't usually see in basketball. Unfortunately, that first Columbus game of the week was canceled on Tuesday, and we were pushed back to Thursday. Thank you to Carson Cobb and Slade Parker for taking that one. But now we're here in Baxter Springs, getting ready to go for senior night. We're going to take a very, very quick break. When we come back, we're going to have keys to the game, starting lineups, and much more, all here on the Route 66 Hardware pregame show on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the Storage Shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the Storage Shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the Storage Shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66. 1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org. At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
All right, welcome back, everybody, here to the Route 66 Hardware pregame show after a beautiful rendition of the national anthem from the lovely Baxter Springs Lions Pride Band. And they're doing their starting lineups here. But, Sarah, before we get to our starting lineups, what do you think that the Baxter Springs Lions have to do to take down the Girard Trojans tonight?
Well, the Girard Trojans are a very good team. So far in the CNC, they've only lost against Colgan, which...
Naturally.
Baxter didn't play too long ago. And they only lost by 2 points. So this is going to be a very tough team. For the Lions, they've got to learn from it. I expect Coach Herlocker to press off the bat just to see what's going on, start getting a lead so we can start subbing younger players in.
It's a very natural Coach Herlocker thing to do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But I think the Lions need to improve and break that press.
Okay, well then go ahead and give us that Girard Trojan starting lineup.
For the Lady Trojans, we have number 14, Maddie Kester. Number 21, Riley Brooks. Number 22, Peyton Brooks. Number 23, Bailey Bradshaw. And number 50, Hayden Buckley. All of those are seniors except Maddie Kester.
Quite an experienced team for the Girard Trojans. The two twins who've been starting varsity, it feels like forever. And then Maddie Kester coming in as just a sophomore to fill out that starting five for your Baxter Springs Lions. Number 3 as sophomore, Kirsten Berggraf. Number 10, a senior for the team, Bella Weaver. Number 11, Olivia Comer, just a sophomore. Number 22, Micah Adams, who is a sophomore as well. And rounding out that starting five for senior night, the other senior on the team, number 33, Emma Walker. That's going to be your starting lineup tonight for your Lions and for your Girard Trojans. Well, we're just about ready for tip-off here. I'm surprised we got it all done, I'm not going to lie.
I know.
You know, I always love the old stomping grounds of Girard, Kansas, but I got to tell you, sometimes people like to talk your ear off whenever they come back and see you. It's always nice to know that those people remember you. Or
I mean, we've only been out of school for 1 year, so they're not even
well,
here.
we'll see what time happens as we move along. That's going to be the end of the Route 66 Hardware pregame show. Your trusted hardware store located in Baxter Springs, serving the community with top quality tools, equipment, and supplies. Everything you need for the home, lawn, garden, and more can be found at Route 66 Hardware, 109 East 12th Street in Baxter Springs, or call 620-856-3300. Stop in and ask about the big changes coming soon. Maddie Kester going to start it off for the Trojans, getting a quick bucket on the baseline, and Kirsten Berggraff's going quick down to the paint. She'll pass back out. It's going to be tipped out by one of the Brooks twins. That'd be Riley, and then a three ball on the way from Micah Adams. Riley Brooks takes it down, pass off to Buckley. Brooks back to Buckley. She's going to try and answer, and she will. A three ball of her own. And this ball game is back to a 2-point lead for the Trojans. Adams loses it off the inbound. Weaver gets it on that free throw line. Buckley guarding. She'll stop. A lot of court ahead of her. Adams gets the pass. Taped up fingers for this game. Hopefully that doesn't affect her shooting too much, although it doesn't seem like it will too yet, as she knocks down that first three for the Lions. Berggraff hands off to Comer, walks around back to the top of the key. She'll stop on the pause of the Lion logo. Berggraff now on the wing, guarded by Kester, back up to Weaver. Weaver takes a dribble, trying to go to work on Buckley. Tries to go to the right side of the court, and some good quick hands by Peyton Brooks, knocks it out. It rolls off of Weaver's leg and goes out of bounds. Girard Trojans coming into this game having the 1-game lead over the Lions in the 2-game series after beating them early this year, as Brooks knocked down the jumper from the paint. Weaver left alone by Riley. That's going to be a struggle for me all night.
He struggled with it last year.
I did this in volleyball way long ago, and I tell you what, I could not get those Brooks twins aligned. And it's kind of silly, honestly, because if I saw them just alone, apart, I would know the difference.
They have different hairstyles and different numbers, so.
And honestly, they don't look all that alike facial feature-wise.
No.
So, yeah, their numbers are too close. That's what I'm going to blame it on.
I guess that's true. They're only one number off.
But earlier in this year, when they faced off the Lions before Christmas break, that was the game where the Trojans would dedicate the rest of their season to Carly Torg. As you can see, a lot of those members on the bench in her locker and their warm-ups with Torg's number on the back. Bradshaw gets the fast break and sinks the layup. And then we're going to get a timeout from Coach Roberts. So a quick timeout called, and we're going to take one with them. We'll be back in just a jiff. You're watching Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. We got a good one so far in our matchup here. 9-3 the score. Lions burn their first time out. Weaver's 3-ball on the way. Bounces out, no good. Bradshaw comes down with the rebound. And the Trojans will be back on offense. Buckley down to Bradshaw. Inside, Brooks. Brooks throws up the little floater, no good. Rebounded by Kester on the far wing. Now Brooks to Kester. 3-ball on the way. No good. Rebounded by Bradshaw down low. Straight up defense from Walker. She'll get the stop, but Buckley gets the rebound. Back out Brooks. Brooks twins running the guards. Kester goes baseline. Gets a free ride to the basket. And sinks the layup underneath for 2. Weaver brings it across the logo. She goes right on Buckley. Crosses back around top of the key and passes off to Adams. It gets tipped. Okay. So first referee said it had been tipped, but she had touched it before it went back over that half-court line. So that's going to be an or a backcourt violation, as some would call it. Bradshaw will return to the game. Also an entry into the game.
Erica Boatman.
Yeah, I was looking on the roster. She's wearing number 44 for this game, but she's listed under number 55.
Maybe she forgot her jersey or something.
Happened to me way back in the day. It was never fun to forget your jersey because that definitely meant sprints in your next practice. Bradshaw gets the inbound pass down low, puts it up for 2. 10-point lead now for the Trojans. Lions need an answer. Haven't answered since that first 1-point lead they had way earlier in this game. Vestal gets it down low, unable to get the ball in the basket. Bradshaw comes down with the rebound. Now Brooks going to slow the game down just a little bit and take that guard slot. Bradshaw in the slot, inside Boatman, outside Brooks, 3-ball on the way, no good. And it'll be rebounded by Brooks, goes off her hands and out of bounds. So it'll be Lion basketball. Still a full court press in play as Jariah Adolph enters the game for the Trojans. Burgraff crosses the line whenever she tries to inbound that ball. It'll be Trojan basketball in the corner. A large rotation and large depth for this Trojan team. They come in with 18 players on their roster. And a lot of those players, sophomores and younger on this team. Obviously the big four being their starting seniors, the Brooks twins, Bradshaw, and then also Hayden Buckley. But then outside of those 4 seniors, we got 2 juniors, then the rest of the team is sophomores and under. So a very young team and very bright future for the Trojans. Same goes for the Lions, as tonight for senior night, they'll only be featuring 2 seniors on this Lady Lion team. So a lot of potential for the future, as a lot of the Lion team is sophomores and younger.
And that's good to see. Truly is, because you know these games, yes, they're hard, they're tough, but at least they're getting experience.
Yes.
They're learning what it's like to, for some of them, it's been their first time being out on the varsity floor.
Micah Adams nails the jumper from the free throw line. But yes, it is good to see the young people get a chance out in the game. It also means that they're going to be well suited for the future. Brooks gets fouled on the baseline. We'll have to see who that foul is on.
And like I mentioned in the pregame, every game that we have this year, it's a learning game. You can learn from every game. No matter how bad it is or how good you win, you use it to learn. Get that basketball IQ. Sorry, I came from volleyball practice, so I'm
feeling that. A good pass from Jariah to Boatman down low. That'll be an assist for her, and Vestal runs free down the court. Patrick Mahomes heaved down. Never mind. They're just going to dribble down. Cassida. We have a couple of young entries into the game for the Trojans. Kennedy Keller, just a freshman, being one of those. Looks like we also got number 10, Marley Sisney. And one of the junior pieces of the team, Kaylee David, has played some varsity time for them in the past and looking to be one of the more experienced players on this team as they try and make a bout for sub-state. Coming up in just a few days, actually.
And we did find out where we're going. Caney Valley, right?
Wah, wah.
Darn.
No hate to Caney Valley, but they don't exactly have a very good Dairy Queen out there.
And as of right now, the Trojans are in first place for the girls' side.
That is right.
And I believe Baxter is in 8th.
So it would be a rematch between these two teams.
Hopefully. Well,
depending on tonight's outcome of the game. And I believe there was also some external standards based on whether or not another team.
It was Caney Valley.
It might have been Caney Valley. If they win, they get that number 1 spot. Whole lot of.
It'll come down to a coin flip.
A whole lot of extraneous variables, but nonetheless, they're going to be one of those high spots in that sub-state tournament as they look to get back to the state championship.
And if that does happen and Girard and Baxter play, we will be at Girard for the first round.
Oh, yes, that is correct. We don't have to travel to Caney Valley quite yet. That first game's played at the home spot. That's a good reminder and definitely something that I am very glad is in place.
I think we were talking about that last week.
There is no offense whatsoever to Caney Valley, just that drive's kind of lonely. That place is kind of lonely.
Cover up your receipts right now.
That whole town's kind of lonely, and, well, the only redeeming quality is the golf course, and I kind of don't like that place. Boatman on the wing, inside. Sisney throws up a shot, gets blocked by Vestal, but Boatman comes down with it, pushes her way out. David trying to knock down a three, and she will. 20-5 is the score with 50 seconds remaining here in the first. Casta guarded closely by Sisney. Going to be a foul called on Sisney. I believe that's her first of the matchup. Riley. It is Riley Brooks re-entering the game.
How can you not tell?
I can. I'm just playing.
No, you're not.
Wink, wink. Fight for the ball in the corner. Boatman with a good hustle. It ends up going off her hands last.
I do want to ask Kennedy Keller, like,
Should have seen
what?
the other guy.
Yeah,
Kennedy Keller is number 12 out there on the floor. And if you guys have seen in glancing,
that is not an eye patch.
she's got a nice, oh, I forget the term, but it looks like a blueberry on her face. Should have seen the other guy, though. They ended up much worse. 2 black eyes. I do want to ask Coach Herlarker what's going on in practice, because it also looks like Hayden Buckley had a black eye as well. So, hey, play a little rough, my gosh. Keller inbounds it in the corner to Brooks. She goes down baseline, a nice take. Good pass off. Now David working back around. Brooks, she'll throw up a 3-ball. It's good, nothing but net. And that is most likely how this quarter's going to end with just 10 seconds left. Adams gets the inbound, throws it right to Sisney. Sisney puts up the layup. And Brooks comes away with a steal. And that's how the first quarter is going to end. So at the end of the first quarter, 25-5 is the score. Lions have burned a timeout. And Trojans are on a roll. We're going to see how the rest of this first half turns out. But first, we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have second quarter action all live for you here on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Are you drowning in clutter in need of some extra space? Look no further than the storage shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the storage shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the storage shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Baxter Springs Sports Live here in hometown Baxter Springs as we got senior night. And they're just about ready to go for senior night. I believe it's going to be done in between games, so we'll have that coverage here live for you. We'll hand it off to, it might be Mr. Dr. Professor Arthur Commons getting ready for that one. He's got the microphone in hand at least, so I'm assuming he's preparing for that. Should be a fairly quick presentation. Not a whole lot of seniors out for these teams, as like I said, the girls only have 2. Boys side has quite a few more, but that doesn't mean that's going to increase that presentation for too long. It'll be nice to see their recognition and see how they have helped out Baxter Springs throughout their time. But until then, we got this girls game going, and it's 25-5. Hustle for the ball down low. It's going to be a jump ball. It will remain with the Trojans. On the floor for the Trojans, Kaylee David, number 15, number 10, inbounding the ball, Marley Sisney. Number 44 playing down low, Erica Boatman, inbounded to Boatman. And then Riley Brooks, number 21, one of the twins, getting the rebound down low is going to be number 12, Kennedy Keller. She gets it fouled and is going to get sent to the free throw line. On the floor for the Lady Lions, We got number 2, Maya Vestal. Number 3, Kirsten Berggraf. Number 5, Bella Cassida. Number 10, Bella Weaver. And way out here, outside the wing, is going to be number 22, Micah Adams. First free throw on the way from Keller is no good. Score will remain where it's at. Entering the floor now is Olivia Comer, number 11, just a sophomore for this Baxter Springs Lions team. Got that all out. Lips are kind of dry now. Vestal gets the rebound. Passes in, but good eyes from Brooks. Vestal smartly fouls. Would rather take her team back on defense than Riley Brooks with a 1v1. It'll be Sisney to inbound. Inbounds up top to David. Outside Brooks. 3-ball on the way. No good. Rebounded down low by Sisney. She's trying to give Vestal a black eye as well. Throwing the ball in. Looks like Vestal's okay though. She was just throwing that ball in and Vestal happened to be right behind her. One of those unfortunate timing sequences.
That was a yikes moment if I've ever seen one.
Hustle plays in sports, am I right? Vestal outside. Won't shoot. Gets trapped in the corner by Bowman. Bowman playing good defense. Vestal calls for someone to come and help. Weaver takes it, tries to go baseline. Passes in. It'll be taken away by Sisney. Sisney gonna have a fast break to the basket, and she'll make the layup and breaks our scoring lid here in the second quarter. Looks like the Trojans gonna back off that press and make it just a half-court press. And now Adams will take it across the logo on center court. She's playing off the wing now, hands it off to Weaver. Weaver goes it back around to the top of the key. Hands off to Berggraf. Berggraf on the wing, goes inside towards the paint. Outside Comer. Comer loses it, and Sisney gonna come away with another steal. Sisney going all the way to the bucket, and gonna get the end one opportunity. Knocks down the layup and gets fouled. She'll have a chance to make it a 25-point lead with 6:11 remaining in the first half. Going to be a large group substitution here for the Trojans.
And a timeout.
And a timeout. I believe that's Coach Roberts taking a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we're just going to keep it here. Well, Sarah, we already talked over those scenarios because obviously we have Sub-State coming up ever so quickly.
Yeah, every game matters right now.
That's right.
It matters how you get ranked, where you play at. Every game is.
It's greatly important to get home court advantage, obviously. Being inside your own court changes everything.
And I don't know if they do it based on like point spread, like if they split with a team. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like how much they beat them by or what.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how all that lines out. Sisney will knock down the free throw and make it 25 points. Buckley will enter for her. So after the large group substitution on the floor for the Trojans will be number 14, Maddie Coeister. Number 22, Peyton Brooks. Number 11, Jariah Adolph. Number 50, Hayden Buckley. And number 23, Bailey Bradshaw.
Stop kicking the table.
I'm not even touching the table. It's those kids down there touching the railing.
It was you.
No, I'm serious. It's those kids down there on the railing. Kester. Passes off to Brooks. Brooks back to Kester. She'll shoot up a three. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Peyton Brooks. She'll go off the right out of bounds line and hand off to Buckley. Buckley, a deadly three-point shooter for the Trojans. What people at the YMCA would call the corner roamer. At least that's what I was always called. Not that I made threes or anything, but I was never good inside, so I just stood outside and waited for the ball. However, she proved me wrong immediately. Dribbles inside and hits an elbow jumper to go up by 27.
You were just the fifth person they saw showing them.
You know, the other team had 5 members, and the team I ended up on had 4. And they said, God, I guess we'll take them.
Guess we have to.
Yeah. Vestal on the wing. Guarded by Bradshaw, now back up to Adams. Adams drives. She's going to get fouled by Brooks. So she'll get sent to the free throw line with a chance at 2.
You're slacking. Only got 3. Timeout.
God dang it.
I tried to tell you secretly so I wouldn't have to expose you to the whole world.
Yeah, well, we live. I wish they did it automatically. And, you know, I was trying to think of ways that I could put that number up there. But I just got to stop being lazy. Adolph will take it across half court for the Trojans. Bradshaw in the slot. Corner, Buckley. Fakes around, picks up a dribble. She's guarded by Comer. Bradshaw inside. Back out Buckley, 3-ball. No good. Rebounded by Kester down low.
I will say this Lady Trojans team is very good at rebounding. Like once the ball goes up, it's like a magnet. They all go towards the basket.
Something that Herlocker has ingrained in teams of the past because it always feels like the Trojans are very dominant down low. As we have a fast break, Adams gets by, not going to make the layup, and it's rebounded by Buckley. But yes, these teams are always very good down low, and like you said, it feels like they always crash in on the boards whenever a shot goes up.
And that is something I wish our boys did more, and girls.
Yeah, it seemed like they had it figured out last game, especially last night getting the win over the Columbus Titans. But it's definitely going to take more than that to beat this Trojan team tonight. Kester with a good Euro step inside. A nifty maneuver, and she'll get an extra 2. 34-5 is the score. Trojans are running away with this one. Lions in dangerous territory, needing some scores here quick. But yes, also helps that the Trojans do have quite the size advantage over most teams in the league. I think the only team they probably don't have an immediate size advantage over would be the Colgan Panthers.
And from what I heard, unofficially, they held Lily Brown to 3 points that game.
Which is huge.
That is a huge.
Hayden Buckley comes away with the steal, throws up the layup, and she'll be up for an and one opportunity. Vestal going to take a seat. Looks like Layla Weaver came in for her. Buckley's free throw, no good. Rebounded by Comer. Comer going to take off with it. Then she'll decide to slow it down and set up some offense. Weaver going to work on Brooks. Tries to pass it down low. Kester will let it roll out of bounds. Those refs called different directions, but hey, I'll take it. Oh no, never mind. They gave it to the Trojans. Boo. Adolph crosses the line at center court.
You gotta be careful. We're simultaneous. Simulcasting.
Right. I meant good for the Trojans. Kester gets a rebound. Rolls out to the wing. Up top, Adolph. Now Brooks inside. Outside corner 3 on the way. No good. I might have jinxed her for the rest of the matchup.
Corner 3.
Luckily, Bailey Bradshaw, always roaming that middle, comes down with another rebound and putback. Increases that lead once again. That jump shot no good. Adolph comes out on the rebound. Yes, Girard does have a quite sizable size advantage over most teams in the league. Hayden Buckley being 5'9", Bailey Bradshaw being 5'10". Those seemingly the 2 tallest on the team. And then, of course, the sophomore, Maddie Kester, being 5'10" as well. Looks like starters might have it easy the rest of the night. I imagine they'll come in just here and there. We're going to keep, of course, some experience on the court. Riley Brooks and Kaylee David will be out there, as well as Erica Boatman, who's played on and off this game so far.
I think she saw some time for freshman year too.
Yes, definitely.
Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure.
Number 55, who is number 44 on the court, Boatman, being just a sophomore. Keller on the elbow will get called for a 3-second violation. At least that's what I can assume it is.
He held up a 3, so I would assume.
3 ball. Adams back to Cassidy. Adams gets it at the top in the slot. Weaver goes inside, outside Bergrat. Back to Weaver. Over to Adams. Keller playing tight defense on Adams. Casta throws up a long three. Banks it in good. Decreases that lead to 30. And ends the scoring drought for the Lions. And now the Trojans back on offense. David up top to Sisney. Back to David. Boatman to Brooks. She'll get around Adams and pass back up to David. Sisney now thinks about it, won't shoot. Goes Keller. Now Brooks. Gonna get tripped by Layla Weaver, and it'll be on the floor, so they'll inbound. Actually, that'll be the 5th foul. So they'll be at the free throw line. Burgraff will take a seat. Bailey Campbell comes into the game for her. I think someone in the stands has a pickle. I smell the sourness of a pickle.
Now I'm looking around.
Wow.
Do they even sell pickles here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they do.
Which
They
is why
do.
I'm even more concerned.
No, they do.
Oh, they do?
I remember seeing a pickle jar.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm just seeing things.
Speaking of, it's about time for your popcorn review. Oh,
That was one of those.
that was a bang-bang play where I'm going to be honest, it really pays to have a strong ACL.
Yeah.
Kennedy Keller comes out and gets that steal, but I'm telling you, if I would have stopped that quick, I would have been rolling for probably minutes now.
In the fetal position, crying.
Boatman goes up with the little floater. Right-hand hook shot is good. Increases the lead for the Trojans. 41-8 is the score. Weaver to Cassida. Down low, Campbell. Fakes one way, gonna get called for the travel.
But yeah, my popcorn review.
Yes, let's hear it. How was the popcorn?
It was good.
Butteriness?
Good. I mean, I would give it 8.5 again.
Okay.
I wish I had a little bit more, but for $1, I ain't complaining.
Yeah, it's $1 popcorn, and obviously the bag size is a little bit smaller than you'll find at a lot of places, but still good.
And this might be controversial, but nacho cheese to dip it in, so much better.
Yeah, it's just wrong. Well, 41-8 is the score at the end of the second quarter. Been a rough one so far for the Lions, but the Trojans sitting happy with their lead right now as our boys come out to warm up and get ready for their game immediately following this one. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to have our Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show, all here on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the storage shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the storage shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the storage shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter, male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers, we have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Welcome back, everybody. Here, 41-8 is the score in Baxter Springs. I'm Daryl McLean, alongside me, Sarah Goebel. Well, Sarah, you just told me that you have some keys ready for us, so I'm actually curious to hear what you think Baxter Springs did wrong in that first half and what they could do better.
Well, I feel like that's the wrong word to say. They didn't do anything wrong. They just had mistakes. And like I said in the pregame, breaking that press is crucial because that's where a lot of Girard's points, they've been super aggressive on that press, so they have to break it. And all the times that they've broken it, they've had good scoring opportunities. Sometimes they capitalize, sometimes they don't. But that's like silly mistakes there. Throwing it to Riley Brooks or some other Girard, player. That's where most of their mistakes have come from. So yeah.
That is exactly right. And honestly, I think they're going to be just fine going into this second half. Obviously, they're playing to increase their spot, but it's pretty much solidified that they're going to be that 8th spot in Sub-State this year. And
never say never.
No, I've seen crazier things happen. There's a reason that they let them play and still give them the chance. I mean, it's just like the 16 seed beating the 1 seed in March Madness, and by golly, that's happened a few times now. I ain't too worried about it, but we very well could see a rematch against this Girard team as our Lions warmed up on the court, getting ready to go. For our boys game tonight, should be a good one. It's going to be a rematch, looking to split the series as they lost earlier this year against the Trojans in Girard. And so tonight, they're looking to get one back, some redemption, if you will, and looking to make it 1-1 on the series and also improve their record above 500. They're looking to finally get out of that hole, get out of that slump, and start really taking off as they prepare for Sub-State.
That's
So it's a senior night.
Yep.
So that's a big deal.
And you got a lot to play for tonight. Like we said, Sub-States, like all these games leading up to Sub-State are crucial. If we split, then you get higher rankings. Like I said, I don't know if it's point differentiation or if it's like a coin flip. But this game is crucial for the Lions and their Sub-State ranking. And plus, they got a revenge game because they lost.
Yes.
At Girard. But now we're home. We got a student section. Got so many things. You got, new things that have happened since that game.
Yes. You got a freshman starting in that starting lineup now, so you got some youth on the team trying to bring some pizzazz, if you will. But yeah, like you said, you got your own student section, you got your own band, you've got senior night to play for, and this is likely the last time they'll be defending home court this basketball season.
But we also don't know that because we don't know.
That is true. Seeding plays out a little bit differently, which actually is a good point. What I'm going to have to ask Coach Hibbler tonight. I've let him go the past couple nights. I think it's pretty crucial that we get an interview from him tonight because, man, it feels like so long since we've actually been able to talk to Coach Hibbler.
Yep.
But yes, it's going to be crucial tonight for them to get a win, no matter Sub-State rankings. And just defend your home court.
Yep. And for the boys, they got to stop Aiden Chorkey. He's been on fire this past season. So is Dressler. And Brooks. Those are the 3 seniors. I don't know how many they have on the team so far, but I think those are the core 3 that you have to stop. Those are dominant players, especially Aiden Chorkey. Such a dominant player.
Yes. Coming out with a record senior season, or a star senior season, however you want to put it. He has put on the highlight reels this year. But then again, we've got a senior ourselves who's been filling the highlight sheet himself. So we'll have to see how those two go toe-to-toe tonight, that being Weston Schaefer and Aiden Chorkey. Of course, Girard also has Colton Dressler, who is a giant on this Trojan team. And naturally this year, Lions have struggled a little bit whenever they've played against an opponent who has a starter above 6'5".
And it's going to be an evenly matched height-wise team.
Yes, this Girard team is very tall, very evenly matched with this Lions team. In fact, I'd argue that the team just matches up evenly overall with both age, height, and just builds of the players on the court.
Definitely tonight, one of the big plays or keys to the game for the boys is feeding it down low and also defending down low. I think it's great that they have the 2 tallest players playing up and having Maggard, Isaiah Main, and
whoever else comes in on that rotation.
On that rotation, down low, because just their presence is huge down there. And we've seen several games, like the front night game, where Maggard just stood down on the block and had his hands straight up, and several times they've not been able to score.
Yes. It's going to be crucial tonight to obviously stop that inside game, because if you can't stop the Trojans inside, they're going to kill you from outside.
Yep.
Which is exactly what the Lions could do as well. So my key to the game for them is start down low.
Yep.
But we got the girls' game second half coming up here in about 50 seconds. We're going to take a very quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have our keys to the second half, and we'll be ready for action on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
Welcome back here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. That halftime show was brought to you by Leah Smith, Farmers Insurance 4-state agency serving Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Leah and her team have the products, services, and experience you're looking for. Give them a call today and see why they are more than just insurance. Well, that's going to wrap up that halftime show and get us started. Lions have the ball first. Adams throws up a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Burgraff. Going to be torn away by Buckley. So it'll be Girard basketball. But yes, we talked a little bit about what our girls have to do in order to get back into this game. Obviously, a lot of these games are just learning experiences for them as they grow as players, because like I said, this depth chart only has 2 seniors on it, meaning that they have a lot of time to grow and mold. Obviously, for the seniors, it's going to be sad for them to end this season, as it'll be their last hurrah, their last stand as high school basketball players. But for the rest of the team, they got time to build and time to grow. Buckley, 3-ball, no good. Gets her own shot back. Inside floater on the way, no good as well. Kester comes up with the rebound. Toilet bowls in. It is good.
That's exactly right, Daryl. Every game from now on, even like from the beginning of the season, the Lions have improved. And that just shows that even though these games are hard and they're not winning, they're learning from them.
Yes. Now, obviously, the other teams get better as well, but the scoring potential has gone up for the Lions all year long, which means they're arguably improving at a higher rate than some of the other teams, which is good to hear always. A matchup that I'm interested in will be next week. Lions, all of us, going to travel down to Riverton, just a rock's throw away. We'll get to experience what that Riverton student section is like, as they played here not too long ago, just a few weeks now. And they came in here and beat us, so we'd like to go over there and take them down in their home turf.
And their student section was fairly decent here.
Yes, they were very loud here.
I would like to see them in full.
Weaver knocks down the 3-ball, and they'll cross double digits in this game. I would like to see how they play with that full student section. Obviously, on the boys' side, we know that Richardson is a huge, huge player of the game. Always going to be a dominant force for their team. And then on the girls' side, I can never remember her name. She's number 3. I could see her in my mind.
Is that Chloe Parker?
I think that's right. Parker.
I was going to ask if it was a twin.
But she is always so good. One of the main ball handlers for the Rams.
Very dominant.
Yes. But that is future tense, all of that. And we're just trying to sulk out this game and get back to playing as Weaver with a good hustle saves it. And Brooks will slow the offense down.
Speaking of Riverton, the boys and the girls, I guess, the Girard beat Riverton.
Yes.
So I'm very interested to see how that changes things.
Our Girard Trojan fans that are watching tonight on Girard Sports Live, you guys will know that earlier in the year, at least on the boys' side, that game came down to the wire.
Aiden Chorkey, buzzer beater.
Aiden Chorkey would hit the game winner as the clock expired, and the red went around the basket, hits a 3 to win the game. And it was kind of explosive there, not going to lie, but you can see at the bottom of your screen now, Isaiah Main walking across. He's going to be a starting force tonight for the Lions. Expect him to have a good game. He's going to have to step up big time because there's not a lot of weaknesses on that Girard starting men's roster. So he's going to have to fill in defensively, which I'd say he's done pretty well all year. Kester gets fouled down low, so she's sent to the free throw line with a chance at 2. That'll be Berggraf's second foul in the matchup. We are going to have the running clock in this second half, so we're going to try and get everybody out of here without injuries. At least that's probably the idea between the two coaches, and it looks like most of those starters are going to take a seat, and they're going to have it easy for the rest of this game. Probably going to sit back and relax and maybe get some popcorn.
I recommend highly.
Yes, just $1. Kester knocks down the free throw, so she's going to take a seat herself. That's likely, we might see them once more, but that's likely all we'll see of them the rest of the night. Weaver takes it across the line, passes off Cassida. Back across to Adams. To Cassida, throws up a 3-ball. No good. Rebounded by Vestal. That shot's no good. And Boatman lets it go out of bounds, but the referee says it went off the Trojans, so it's going to be Lion basketball down low. Adams on the wing. Back up to Weaver in the slot, working towards the paint. Now Adams. Cassida. 3-ball's no good. Rebounded by David. David now will take it across the line at center court. Looking to salt away a lot of this game. Remain offensively sound, not stound. I don't even know what a stound is. Although this team is astounding. Ha 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 ha. Knee slapper.
You're so funny.
Knee slapper. Sisney comes down with the rebound, passes back up to David, and she'll reset the offense.
I will say another area of improvement for the Baxter Lions is being more aggressive when the ball is dead. So, like, I'm going to explain it because I don't know how other schools call it, but that's what I always call it on all my travel teams. Whenever a player dribbles and then picks up their dribble.
Dead.
And this Girard defense is really good about pestering that person that has picked up their dribble, which flusters the team and is very good. And I think the Lions need to implement that.
Yeah, you get better at basketball by just playing. As Boatman was left alone down low, she sinks that easy layup.
It's all about the basketball IQ.
But yes, you get better at this game by just playing. And one of the key things you can do is just watch your opponent. If your opponent gets by and scores like Boatman did there, you got to see and learn as to why she did get free and why she was able to score. And that's going to help your IQ, like Sarah said. and it's going to make you a better overall basketball team.
Now, I know teachers didn't like us watching film in class, but I think film is a very crucial part too. Watching yourself, seeing what mistakes you've made, how you need to improve.
You know, I was always fairly against the film in class just because I was a golfer myself, so I never really had access to film. My film was any videos I'd recorded of my swing.
You're telling me they didn't bring a huddle camera on the iPad around watching you swing?
Have Mr. Massel walk around behind me, film me. No, I was always, but I do understand from an athlete's perspective, film is one of the most crucial things to any team sport, any sport for that matter. Learning the tendencies of your opponent and the tendencies that you make yourself, that's going to be crucial because your opponent is going to see those as well. So if you can shake that up and become a better overall basketball team and catch your other team off guard, you're going to have a pretty good shot at any team game whatsoever. Well, that's going to run down the third quarter. So at the end of 3, 48-11 is the score. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the remainder of this one all on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. 48-11. Trojans have a handy lead over this one. Looks like they're going to leave Bailey Bradshaw in this rotation as they need some experience out there. This is a very common thing I've seen from Coach Herlocker over the many, many years I got to watch him coach basketball. He often, when he brings in a younger crew, he'll leave just one starter out there for a little bit. Always gives that younger crew someone to throw to, someone to pass to in case they ever get in need. But most of the time they try and run offense and defense mostly away from them or around them and try and get the younger ones experience.
It's always good to have a leader out there.
Yes. They're going to say that one went off Adams' hands, out of bounds, so it'll be Trojan basketball. Another person they're going to have out there as a leader is going to be both Jariah Adolph and Kaylee David. Although Jariah, I believe, is just a sophomore.
She's a junior.
She's a junior as well. I was right. Go me.
No, she's a sophomore.
Well, Kaylee David's a junior as well, so I picked out the two juniors on the team in my brain. I was right. You were wrong. But these two obviously have had playing time throughout the years, and they're both very experienced players on this Trojan team and able to keep any young core out there alive and going. Running floater, no good from Sisney, but Keller puts in the rebound and the putback for two, reaches 50 points in the game. Comer back to Adams. Adams has a free reign to the basket, and it's going to be good. So 50-13 is the score off the running floater from Adams. David to Sisney, back to David. Weaver guarding Adolph. Now Cassida guarding Bradshaw. Inside Keller, backs down Burgraff. Shot no good. Good defense from Burgraff. Comes up with the rebound, hands off to Cassida. Three ball on the way, no good from Weaver. David comes up with that rebound. So with just over 6 minutes left, Trojans trying to salt this one away, trying to get it down as much as they can when they have offensive possession, but also trying to score in the process, trying to get some experience for some of their younger folk. Although these girls do move around the rotation quite a bit, they're still getting good experience for future reference and for sub-state. As for our girls, they're getting ready for sub-state as well. Coach Robert's going to keep our starting crew out there, try and prepare them stamina-wise, as sub-state's a very, very fast game The way it was always described to me is once you get in the playoffs, the speed of the game turns up by about 40%.
Yep.
Everybody gets faster, plays harder. It seems like the stakes of the game just immediately increase.
And unfortunately, when you're in a lower seed, you do have to play a more advanced team in a way.
David knocks down the jumper, and yes, that's exactly right. Unfortunately, as a lower seed, you got to fight for your right to party. Heller comes away with the steal, and she's going to have a free reign to the basket, hit the left-handed layup, and makes it 54-13.
On the other side, if you're in a high seed, life is pretty good.
Yes, there still ain't no rest for the wicked, though.
How many can you do?
How many can I do in a minute? Welcome to the Hotel California. Keller off to David across the logo. Looks like Boatman's going to enter the game. I imagine she'll come in for Bradshaw. David inside Keller. Fights through the contact inside.
I'm sorry with that black eye. She just looks so mean. I wouldn't touch her.
I'm personally not defending her. Bradshaw shoots up the shot. Rebounded by Adolph. Inside Keller, wasn't even paying attention. Still gets it off to Bradshaw. Good defense from Adams. She's going to have her momentum send her out of bounds. So it'll be Trojan basketball. And I was correct. Boatman comes in for Bradshaw. So that's all we're going to see from the starters for the rest of the night. They're going to be able to kick their feet up and relax coming off that Schnoot victory. And now this most likely Lion victory here in the next few minutes. Of course, Fat Lady hasn't started singing yet, but of course, she's warming up her vocal cords.
For some reason in my mind, I had them playing Lewisburg, but that's just where the tournament was supposed to be.
Yeah, I remember seeing that post. I believe it was on Sports in Kansas about the Lewisburg tournament. Inbounded.
Hey, we already got away with that one game. Can't get away with two.
That's true. You can't get two. You only get one shot, one opportunity.
I'm not I guess that makes sense that they would get the ball.
Kind of silly to give it back.
Yeah,
I don't really understand that one, but
is that like in the ref course? Do you have to go over every scenario possible?
It's kind of interesting to me. I don't see why they wouldn't just give it back to the Lions, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. I don't know. Goes out of bounds off the Trojans, so Lions will inbound from underneath. Layla Weaver comes into the game. Vestal will take a seat, and it looks like Casto go take a seat as well. Looks like Allie Hill has entered the game for the Lions. That's going to be stolen away by Keller. Excuse me, Allie Hall.
Did you say Allie Hill?
Yeah.
Do you know who Allie Hill is?
No idea. I don't even know where I got that from. I've heard that name before, but
she's on my volleyball team.
That's where it was from. That's where it was from. So I feel like I remember you saying that sometime, saying Allie Hill, and me thinking, no, that's Allie Hall from Baxter, silly goose.
I never said that, but okay.
Anyways.
Don't be spreading
lies. I would never lie. I'm as honest as Abe.
Like Abraham Lincoln?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of another famous Abraham, but I really can't right now.
Like in the Bible?
Well, I mean, yes, but like I'm trying to think of a dishonest famous one. Like maybe like Abraham from The Walking Dead.
I watched it.
He was always a pretty honest character. We're digging into our blowout material here on Baxter Spring Sports Live and Girard Sports Live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this one. We got about a minute and 20 left here in the fourth quarter. 62-13 is the score. Trojans coming out with another good victory. Looking to advance on to sub-state with that number 1 seed. Lions trying to get out of the 8th seed hole, but also just trying to get some experience against this Trojan team, as this is likely who they'll face in that first round of sub-state. It will be over in Girard, so it'll be Josh Lettner and Jess Murphy on the call for that one, unless they call in a favor, which I don't assume they will. But
I'd be okay with taking another Girard game.
yeah, I mean, it's really easy for us as
Alma mater?
I already know all the names. Hey, close the earbud. But I already know all the names. So it's really easy to track a game. It's also easy usually for Colgan, as I've done a couple of those games and I just know those players.
You always fight over who gets to say the Colgan.
That's for the boys. I have some family over there in Colgan, so it really helps whenever I can just see them and be able to know their names without having to refer to a roster all the time. So we're going to get a foul. And Emma Walker going to take a seat. Be her last game here in the Lions' Den, as we have senior night tonight. And that'll be the end of this one. So, at the end of the fourth quarter, at the end of this game, it is 62-13. Your final score. Trojans come away with another big victory. That'll make them 14-5 on the season, if my sources are correct. Lions going to fall to 1-18 on the season, and we'll look to get back into the win column next week against the Riverton Rams. But until then, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get into our Bricks and Brews post-game show after that break, and then we'll be ready for the boys' game. Should be a good matchup tonight. But all that and more is coming to you live on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66. Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the storage shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the storage shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the storage shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Hello, Force Taste. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the
Well, so sorry to cut that off there, but we got senior night going here. So I'm going to hand it off and let him take over.
To make it in the sportsman's business. Her goal is to continue dancing on a dance team or teach at a dance studio. Our next senior is Mr. Seth Barker, son of Wesley Lava and Jake Barker. He currently participates in Panther. After high school, Seth plans to attend NTC for culinary arts. Next, we have Miss Bella Pigate, daughter of Billy Chandler and Billy Pigate Chandler. She currently participates in cheerleading. After high school, Bella plans to attend Pitt State University for pre-physical therapy and sports medicine. One of our next is Mr. Tom Hibler, son of Alan Hibler and Sheila Hibler. He currently participates in esports. After high school, Tom plans to attend anywhere to pursue a degree in criminal justice. Next, we have Miss Taylor Hudson, daughter of Mandy Hudson and Eric Hudson. She currently participates in school council. After high school, Taylor plans to attend Northeastern Oklahoma and Fort Mason. Our next senior is Mr. Adam Jonas, son of John and Jim Jonas. He currently participates in Scholars Bowl and esports. After high school, Adam plans to attend Pitt State to major in biology. Coming up next is Miss Riley Judd, daughter of Stephanie Judd. She currently participates in track. After high school, Riley will be training and specializing in dog grooming. Next, we have Mr. Michael Parr. So, Michael Parr is scoring down the hat and over this. He currently participates in sports ball, student council, football, scholars bowl, and esports. After high school, Michael plans to attend Pittsburgh State University to major in marketing and minor in business. Our next senior is Miss Jacqueline Kufal, daughter of Al and Michael Kufal. She currently participates in pep band and esports. After high school, Jacqueline plans to attend Ozark Christian College and major in intercultural studies. Coming up next is Mr. Gage Maga, for Brown Stacy Maga. He currently participates in basketball. After high school, Gage plans to attend Penn State University to major in mathematics so he can become a teacher and coach. Our next senior is Mr. Carson Mizaka, son of Chris and Shay Mizaka. He currently participates in basketball. After high school, Carson plans to attend Penn State University to study physical therapy. Coming up next is Miss Libby Crawl, daughter of Piglet Crawl, sister of Lauren and partner Cornwall. She currently participates in track. After high school, Libby plans to begin a career in real estate. Next, we have Mr. Jackson Shaw, son of Trisha Shaw, who currently participates in Scholars Bowl. After high school, Jackson plans to attend Pittsburgh State University to study history. Our next senior is Mr. Weston Shaker, son of Jeanette and Richard Gateway. He currently participates in basketball and volleyball. After high school, Weston plans to attend Pitt State University math and physical education. Coming up next is Miss Layla Trainer, daughter of Girard and Sean Trainer. She currently participates in cheerleading. After high school, Layla plans to attend college to major in psychology. Next, we have Miss Emma Walker, daughter of Amanda and Jason Walker. She currently participates in basketball. After high school, Emma plans to attend Kansas University to major in biology. Up next, we have Miss Stella Weaver, daughter of Rod Tavares and Rod Weaver. She currently participates in basketball, track, and student council. After high school, Bella plans to attend the University of Kansas to begin to study bioengineering. Our final senior who we recognize tonight is Mr. Jaden Alexander, son of Sarah Alexander and Chanel Alexander. He currently participates in basketball and track. After high school, JD plans to attend college to continue his athletic career. Would you please give another round of applause to our seniors and their families for all their hard work and dedication over their 4 years at Baxter Springs High School.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. Your senior night presentation, all your seniors lined up for all they've done for Baxter Springs, getting their recognition so well deserved. We're going to resume our break here. I know you guys are dropping some frames, so I'm going to take care of that in our break. But when we come back, we'll have our post-game show and our pre-game show on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Sizes and options available, the storage shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the storage shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back, everybody. Here on your screen, Lions and Trojans getting ready to go. Your Lions warming up, trying to get revenge against the Girard Trojans as they took them down earlier this year. Unfortunately, our girls lost just a few seconds ago. We're going to get into that Bricks and Brews post-game show. The perfect post-game stop. Refuel after the big game with Bricks and Brews delicious wood-fired pizza and mouth-watering appetizers. Plus, don't miss live music and more. Bricks and Brews wood-fired grill and pub, a taste bud trip down Route 66. Well, Sarah, our girls facing yet another loss on the season, dropping down to 1-18 on the year. Really, I'm not too worried about it. They're learning from each opponent, like you said, and this Girard team is very good. Like we said, they're number 1 in sub-state, number 2 in the league, I believe. So they're doing just fine. Girard is playing against a good team. Baxter, obviously a little bit outmatched against this Trojan team with all their senior experience.
Yeah, I really don't think that was a game to hang your head on. The part that killed them the most was that press, breaking the press and then turning it over during the press, for the most part. But other than that, the Lions started off hot. They started off with a bang. They kept making shots. But then throughout the game, shots didn't fall. Things went downhill. It was like a roller coaster. But really nothing bad happened.
Yeah. There's really nothing in that performance where I think, they shouldn't have done that, or that was bad. Because really, they're going to be just fine. And like you said, all they need to do is work on beating that press. And that's just kind of a Herlocker stable running that press for most of the game. That's kind of been his defense for a while. So
they also ran man most of the time, which the Lions also struggle against.
And the Trojans have a large height advantage, but they do need to be looking forward and re-watching this matchup, seeing how they can beat this Trojan team, because that is likely who they will face first in sub-state. And Substate is win or go home. So do or die scenario, and I'd rather be the one that do and not die.
Yeah, and we've been preaching all game. This is a learning game.
Yes.
Learn from it. This is what Substate's probably going to look like for the Lions. So learn from it. Watch film, like we said earlier, and see where you can improve on.
I just missed the captains.
I was wondering why you're moving.
Yeah, just missed the captains. But that's just about going to wrap up the Bricks and Brews Wood-Fired Grill and Pub post-game show. Nothing to hang your head on. Trojans had a pretty good game, and they'll improve on the season to 14-5 if sources are correct. Of course, you never know. But they're on a pretty good win streak now after winning that Lewisburg tournament and now getting a win over the Lions. They have the Colgan Panthers next week. As for our Lions, decreasing to 1-18, still trying to get a regular season win as their wins have come in tournament play only. But we're going to move on now to the Route 66 Hardware pregame show. Once again, all of our material here on Baxter Springs Sports Live is presented by WDM Williams Diversified Materials. WDM is proud to support Baxter Springs Athletics and USD 508. Stop it and see WDM at 2903 Military or call 620-679-9810. Be sure to ask about the storage shed and U-Haul rental. Well, let's kick it on over to the Route 66 Hardware pregame show. We got a huge game coming up tonight against Weston Schaefer and the Baxter Springs Lions, and they're going toe-to-toe against Aiden Troike and the Girard Trojans. It'll be a battle of wits, I imagine, this game, because like we talked about not too long ago, these teams match up very well. Both body for body, size for size, points for points, IQ for IQ. I don't really know that. Shoes for shoes. There we go. That's another one. They match up just about equally. So it's going to be a battle of who wants it more in this game. And that is what we're going to find out in just about 8 minutes and 40 seconds. But until then, I'm going to need to go get starting lineups. And we're going to need to think over our keys to the game. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the rest of this Route 66 Hardware pregame show where we'll go over our keys to the game and our starting lineups. But until then, watch this nice 3.5-minute ad break, and then we'll be back live on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Volker Drug, your hometown pharmacy in Baxter Springs. Locally owned and rooted in our community, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. You can even print your photos at Volker Drug. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Volker's Smart Cars. For seniors, Volker offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Volker Drug, where your health and community come together in Baxter Springs. Check us out online at volkerdrug.com.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. J. Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at J. Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. Whew. Well, I went down and got starters, had some more Girard fans talk my ear off. Benzo, I swear.
He playing golf this year?
He is.
Good for him.
He said he got some more people out, too, so.
Good.
Might have to do a special broadcast of golf. Find a way to do that. I've always wanted to figure out how I could do it, but a 9-hole course should be easy, you know?
What happens if you get hit? That's all I'm going to say. It happens.
Suck it up. Well, we're back here on Route 66 Hardware pregame show. We got just under 4 minutes remaining until this game is going to get underway. I just got starting the lineups, but we're not going to get to that quite yet. Instead, I'd like to talk about what this Lion team can do differently in this matchup and how they can overcome this Girard Trojan team. This Trojan team is pretty set height-wise, pretty set athletically, and as far as ball handler goes, they've got probably 2 of the best in the league right now. So, Sarah, what do you think this Lion team needs to do in order to defeat the Trojans tonight?
Don't make little mistakes. The Trojans would absolutely capitalize on those, like passes to nobody. We had a few last game, not Columbus because I don't know about Columbus, but Frontenac, you had passes to nobody. Trojans are going to take that, and that also takes momentum away and gives it to the Trojans to use. This game, like you said before, it's going to come down to who wants it more. Like you said, this is a very evenly matched team, height-wise, skill-wise. Who wants it more is going to win.
I believe you're exactly right. Only thing the Trojans might have going for them is depth, as they've got a few people coming off the bench that are pretty good size-wise.
That's true.
Although not many. They got a lot of young players outside the starting 5. It's just going to be overall interesting to see. They don't have freshmen coming in off the bench like our Lions do, but I think that's one of our skills and not one of our downsides to our teams.
Yep.
Personally, I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
And also, I think moving the ball around, having everybody shoot, not just Grant and Schaefer and maybe Alexander. You know, you have to move the ball. Everyone has to shoot. Maggard has to take the opportunity, because if I were the Trojans, I wouldn't be guarding him. And if that is the case, he needs to shoot.
Yes. And we know that this Trojan team is going to throw up shots. They're not shy of shooting the ball. Aiden Troike, obviously the head of that offense, that side of the ball, but he's got spot-up shooters and Ransom Bourne, as well as, yes, it is Ethan Brooks, who's going to be in that starting 5 tonight. But then he's got 2 huge down-low players in Scott Moore, and then obviously the giant himself, Colton Dressler.
That's actually one of my last keys of the game. Defending the ball, no matter where it is from the court. The Trojans will take advantage down low. You know, they'll send it down low, trying to get that easy 2-pointer. But also, Aiden Torkey is such a versatile player. He can shoot from the block. He can shoot from the 3-point line. Anywhere. He can shoot anywhere. You have to defend him and stop him.
I personally believe he goes toe-to-toe with Schaefer. And that's who I think he matches up equally with, because Weston Schaefer is one of those players. He can shoot from the logo, or he can go inside and dunk. That's something that Aiden Troike can do as well. So I'm really excited to see how this one plays out.
And if I were the Lions, I wouldn't say, double guard him for the lack of a better term, but I would not leave him open at all.
Absolutely not. Any points that he scores are going to be points that you probably won't get back. So holding him, I feel like the line for him is going to be under 20. If you can hold him under 20 in this game, you got a pretty good shot to win.
Mm-hmm. And my last key to the game, other than rebounding, because I'm not going to make that a key, it's just an overall suggestion every game.
Momentum.
Momentum. There we go. I was going to say motivation, but momentum's going to play a big factor in this game. If you let the Trojans score a couple and you get down, they're going to keep on going. You have to stop it. You have to keep capitalizing on scoring opportunities throughout the game, not just at the beginning, the middle of the quarter, and the end. Or the end, I guess.
Yes.
You have to keep capitalizing on every free scoring opportunity.
That's exactly right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have those starting lineups when we come back on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Volker Drug, your hometown pharmacy in Baxter Springs. Locally owned and rooted in our community, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. You can even print your photos at Volker Drug. Take advantage of their convenient drive-through or local delivery with Volker's smart cars. For seniors, Volker offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Volker Drug, where your health and community come together in Baxter Springs. Check us out online at volkerdrug.com.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate mountain.
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
And Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom.
Reaching residential areas.
And your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Route 66 Hardware Preview Show. I'm Daryl McLean, alongside me, Sarah Goebel, and we got our starting lineups playing out for you guys tonight. Sarah, go ahead and give us the starting lineups for those Girard Trojans.
For the Trojans, we have number 1, a senior, Ethan Brooks. Number 4, a junior, Branson Bourne. Number 5, a senior, Aiden Twerky. Number 34, a senior, Colton Dressler. And number 40, a junior, Scott Moore.
That's your starting lineup for the Girard Trojans. Sorry, I'm trying to get some things situated here. But now I'm going to go ahead and give you that starting lineup for your hosting Baxter Springs Lions on senior night. Starting for the Lions, at forward, number 12, a senior, Gage Maggard, coming in at 5'8". At 6'4", the other forward, number 15, a senior himself, Javen Alexander, the man in the middle, the 6'5" giant, a junior, number 4, Jacob Grant. At guard, just a freshman, the kid, a 5'9", number 20, Isaiah Main. And rounding out the starting 5, 6'4" senior, number 10, homecoming king, Weston Schaefer. That's your starting 5 for the Baxter Springs Lions tonight. And this pregame show was brought to you by Route 66 Hardware, your trusted hardware store located in Baxter Springs, serving the community with top quality tools, equipment, and supplies. Everything you need for the home, lawn, garden, and more can be found at Route 66 Hardware, 109 East 12th Street in Baxter Springs, or call 620-856-3300. Stop in and ask about the big changes coming soon. Baxter Springs Lions win the tip, and they've got 5 timeouts. I'll go ahead and change that for you guys. They're working around their offense right now. Schaefer going to go inside. Goes up against Aiden Troike. and gets it to fall. Bourne, top of the key, passes off to Brooks. Dressler goes up and over Alexander, and he'll get his first points of the game. Now Schaefer working the ball down the floor. He's on the wing, guarded by Brooks. Grant inside, guarded by Moore. And it's going to be stripped away by Dressler. It'll go out of bounds off his knee. 2-2 the score. Already a quick game. 7:07 remaining in the first. Senior night tonight. All those seniors got their recognition.
Oh my gosh, I will say it's going to be hard for the players because both coaches sound the same.
That is true. Both Coach Westcott and Coach Hibbler kind of have that same raspy, lower voice. I feel like that's a standard for coaches in basketball. Three ball, no good. Rebounded by Bourne down low. Bourne coming down quickly for the Trojans. He's stuttering, stopping on Maine. Brooks now on Maggard. Passes out. He's going to get called for the travel. So that'll give the ball back to the Lions. Alexander to inbound. Now Schaefer bringing it up the floor for the Lions. He'll go over the logo. Goes onto the wing. Brooks guarding. Hands off to Alexander, who's guarded by Dressler. Outside Schaefer. Schaefer now. Fakes the handoff, and it's going to be poked away by Troike. Troike running ahead alone, and he's going to go up for the layup. Schaefer inbounds to Alexander, and he'll bring it across half court, across the timeline for the Lions. Stops at the word Lions and goes to work on Dressler. Gets a screen from Grant. Passes back out to Maggard. One thing they're going to have to keep track of in this game is the fact that this Lions team does not have the height advantage down low. Do they pretty much square up with this Trojan team? Yes, but they do not have the advantage over them. Looks like they're playing with a women's ball.
I was wondering what was going on.
Well, they had some discussion, a little conference between the referees. Looks like Aiden Troike's the one who spotted it. But they were, in fact, playing with a women's ball. Looks like they got that one fixed.
Much better.
Much more comfortable. Schaefer inbounds up top to Maggard. Trojans running a 2-3 zone. Maine on the slot. Back top of the key. Now Schaefer. Over to Maggard. Alexander now. Back to Maggard. Standing on the Lion logo. Back to Maine. Cross-court Schaefer. Inside Alexander. Back out Schaefer. Three ball on the way. That one's no good. Troike comes down with the rebound. He's pushing the floor. Tries to pass down low. Tipped out of bounds. The Trojan basketball from the baseline. Inbounded to Brooks. Now Bourne. Over to Moore. Moore goes down low. Baseline Troike. Troike will go over the top to Bourne. Bourne to Brooks to Troike. Thinks about shooting. Won't. Schaefer guarding. Now Dressler outside. Troike. Turnaround shot is good. He's got 4 in the matchup. 6-2 to score. Schaefer. Needing to get some offense going for the Lions. He's working on Brooks. Goes inside, passes down to Grant. Grant gets the roll. He'll get his first points of the match. That'll make it 6-4.
I'm pretty sure everyone held their breath at that one.
Oh, man. That one rolled around the rim. And now we'll get a turnover on the Trojan side. Westcott vocalizing his frustrations with this Trojan team, as that's a turnover on them. And now Schaefer going to work. Up top, Maine. On the wing. He's got Troike guarding. Passes back Maggard. Maggard inside to Grant. Grant gets it poked away by Dressler. Dressler going to have a fast break, passes ahead to Bourne. Bourne goes up with a layup. Awfully close for the goaltending on Alexander, but the bucket's still going to fall. He's got 2 in the matchup, and that makes it 8-4. Schaefer now. Back to Alexander. With Dressler guarding. He's going to take it right to the hoop. Tries to get the ball up. No good. Rebounded by Moore. Now Bourne coming down quickly. Bourne. He'll stop, pass back Dressler. Now Brooks. Now Troike in the corner. Troike fakes. Goes baseline right on the contact. It's going to be a foul on Schaefer. It'll be on the floor, I believe. Excuse me. It'll be on Isaiah Main. Both teams brought a student section tonight. We got a whole lot of Trojan fans watching right now on Girard Sports Live. And most of Baxter Springs fans are here live in the building, trying to give their team that momentum boost that they will need to take down this Trojan team. We got a new entry into the game. Looks like it's going to be number 30, Cam Smith. Just a freshman for this team. Bourne, guarded by Main. Tries to go inside, but it'll be poked away. Looks like there's also a new entry. It's going to be number 12, Ben Colin. They were trying to get the ball to him inside, but it was poked away by Maggard. Now Schaefer calling for 2 game. Colin's going to be guarding him outside, and now Schaefer going to work, bringing it across to the wing. Passes back Grant over to Main. Main now going to work on Smith. Outside Alexander. He's guarded by Troike. Alexander coming down to the paint. Maggard outside, guarded by Bourne. And they're going to get him with a travel.
And that shot went in.
Schaefer knocks down the 3. Going to be all for naught. Main going to go and take a seat. Abbott will enter the game. Trojans running a man D. Excuse me. Lions running a man defense. Abbott will be guarding Bourne. Now Smith makes one way. Grant picks up Bourne outside. Kind of an unfair matchup. Smith, 3-ball from deep. Gonna roll over the back of the backboard and be out of bounds. That 3-ball from Smith, no good. Schaefer now. Brings it across the timeline. Going to work on Colin. Gets picked up by Troike. Troike gonna get called with the foul. That'll be the 2nd team foul for the Trojans. I believe that's Troike's first. It will be. Inbound to Schaefer. Schaefer in the back court, now the front court. Works up, guarded by Colin. Hands off Maggard. Maggard back to Schaefer. Goes baseline. Up and under, good.
I don't know how he doesn't step out of bounds when he does that.
I think that kid takes some ballet classes, because I agree with you.
Has to.
He absolutely drags the line. Manages not to go out of bounds. Bourne. Now Colin, all the way to the hoop, goes up against contact, makes it good. 10-6 the score. They break double digits first. Maggard, top of the key. Passes off Alexander. Alexander, guarded by Troike. He's going to go to work on him, take it to the bucket. Now Schaefer. With Colin guarding, gets in the move. Spin move inside, goes up against the contact, gets it to roll in. Schaefer with 6. Troike now. Bourne in the corner. He's going to get called with the travel. Got caught with the stutter step. And travel it will be. Moore going to take a seat on the court for the Trojans. Number 30, Ben Colin. Number 12, Ben Colin. Number 30, Cam Smith. Number 1, Ethan Brooks. Number 5, Aiden Troike. And number 34, Colton Dressler for the Lions. Number 10, Weston Schaefer. 15, Alexander. That's Javen Alexander. That one poked away. Troike going to have a free reign up the court. Good defense by Alexander. Forces the miss. Rebounded by Jacob Grant, who hands off to Gage Maggard with Logan Abbott trailing down the court. And Schaefer going to get it way up in the high corner. He's got Brooks guarding. Takes him down to the elbow and backs out. He's going to pass up top to Grant. Grant now going to try and take it down low on Dressler. Instead, we got Maggard outside. Maggard in the paint, trying to get anything going. Outside Alexander to Abbott. Abbott way deep on the wing. Alexander now dribbles around. Schaefer clears space. Out to Abbott. Down low, Grant. Grant gets a beat on Dressler, and he's going to get called with the travel as well. Maine will enter the game. Schaefer going to take a little breather before the end of the first. We got 38 seconds remaining in a 2-point lead for the Trojans. Trojans. Looks like they're not going to take the last shot. At least they haven't had a play called for that yet. Troike outside Smith to Dressler to Brooks. And it looks like now they'll probably set up for the final shot. Colin gets a screen from Dressler to Troike. Pull up shot. Good. And that'll end the first quarter. Aiden Troike and Weston Schaefer both have 6 in a battle for battle matchup. 12-8 the score here at the end of the first. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the second quarter action on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the storage shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the storage shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the storage shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. Trojans have a 12-8 lead. Pride of the Lions band.
I think this is a good time to shout out
Yes.
Baxter Springs esports team. They brought home, or they were playing the Girard Trojans esports team, and the Baxter Lions won.
Yes. Quite proud of them. They took home that victory.
State championship right there.
That 3-ball no good from Smith. Rebounded by Abbott. Yeah, it's I don't really understand how the esports works in high school. I never had any experience with that whatsoever myself.
Don't really understand how it works in general, so.
Alexander, a good move on Dressler. He gets his first points of the matchup. He's got 2. Brooks now. The Maggard guarding goes up top, Bourne. Now Moore. Moore to Dressler to Brooks. Brooks will spin on Maggard outside. Bourne thinks about shooting but won't. Gets back out Brooks. Brooks going to fight through to the paint. Get called for a travel. And that's going to be another turnover on the Trojans, and Lions going to get the ball back.
I'm kind of scared to do any of like the travel motions or, you know, say anything controversial since we are Girard alum and we're sitting in the student section.
Grant sinks the shot in the paint. He's got 4. Yes, I understand. Sadly, tonight I am the voice of the Lions. Sadly for Trojan fans, of course. Brooks to Bourne, who goes inside on the paint, running floater. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Schaefer.
Good reflexes there.
Yeah, that came back quickly like a rocket.
Could have got a black eye like Kennedy Keller.
Schaefer goes inside Maggard, who tries to get it to Grant. Silly pass poked away, and now Brooks pushing the floor. He goes right through all of them. A good pass to Scott Moore behind him. Will knock down the 2. He's got his first points of the matchup. Now Maggard. Guarded by Bourne. Saucing him up. Abbott. To Alexander. 3-ball on the way. And gets back the 1-point lead for the Lions. They've taken their lead of the matchup now. 15-14 the score.
Got to keep that lead going. Can't let the Trojans back in this.
Hold it. Dressler. Brooks on the wing. Goes to Dressler down low. Good job by Alexander to go straight up. And to Grant. Gonna get called for the block. He'll go up toe for toe against Moore. Gets called for the foul down low and sends Moore to the free throw line. So good defense from Alexander, unable to get the rebound. And that gives the Trojans a chance to put up another 2 points. 15-15, Troike re-enters the game. Smith will go take a seat. And Moore with a chance to give the lead back to the Trojans. He will keep it tied. Scott Moore with 3 in the game.
He chooses to make this game interesting by missing that free throw.
Yeah, it's like the old Patrick Mahomes classic. You know what I do. I like to keep games close. Floater from Maggard, no good. Rebounded by Dressler. Dressler playing guard. Troike outside Bourne. Running floater from Bourne, good. Bourne's got 4 for 4. Number 4, that is. Schaefer with Brooks guarding. Pulls up, no good on the shot. Rebounded by Dressler. Kind of a forced shot, thought he had some room, but that defense too quick. Pull up jumper from Troike, no good. Bourne gets it poked away by Maggard. And Schaefer has a free run ahead to Abbott. Abbott will try and go up against the contact, and he's got it. Spreading the ball around is the Lions. They've got 4 players in the matchup with points. Dressler backing down Alexander, spin around jumper, no good. Rebounded by Alexander. 17-17, number 15 bringing it down the floor. Alexander to Abbott. Abbott bringing it around. They thought about handing it off to Maggard, but no one there to take it. Alexander way out on the wing. Gets a screen from Maggard. He'll go opposite side on Moore, loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Alexander. Isaiah Main going to come in for Maggard. Maggard playing some good defense so far in this game. Forced a couple of turnovers already on the Trojans. Main going to give him a quick breather. On the floor for the Lions, we have Weston Schaefer, Isaiah Main, Logan Abbott, Jacob Grant, and Javen Alexander. Bourne for the Trojans on the wing. Now Troike to Dressler up top. He's going to go straight to the basket. Ooh. They're going to call Alexander with some contact. It'll send Dressler to the free throw line. He sinks the first. So a very fast pace so far, already down below half the minutes in the second. Ahead to Abbott. Abbott with no one there guarding. Pass ahead to Main. Main gonna get absolutely stuffed, but Abbott gets the ball back. Grant now. Outside Alexander. He's gonna try and hopefully calm this team down. Abbott to Alexander. A tall 1-3-1, an extended 1-3-1, if you will, being played by the Trojans. Schaefer to Main in the corner. Grant down low, and he's going to put in the alley-oop. Good pass from Main, gives them a 1-point lead. Troike calls off Bourne. Brooks, Dressler, Bourne. Up top, Troike. Tries to go down low. It's taken away by Alexander. 2-on-1 fast break. Fakes over to Schaefer. Goes up for 2. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Westcott. 3-point lead for the Lions. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the remainder of the second on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back, everybody. Here, a scoring run from the Lions, put them ahead by 3. And a good play by Javen Alexander, who has 7 in the matchup. He's our leading scorer so far tonight, but the Lions have spread around the ball. It's going to be poked away by Grant. They're going to say it went off him last, so it'll be Trojan basketball. We got both Jacob Grant and Weston Schaefer with 6 tonight. Alexander with 7, and Logan Abbott with 2.
Does that add up to 21?
Sure does. Sure does. Dressler's 3. Wow. Rolls around off the back iron. Gets a friendly roll and in. He's got 6. Alexander now. Cross court main. Makes the shot back up to Maggard. And Coach Hibbler going to call a timeout. So with 2:14 remaining in the second, we're going to get a timeout for the Lions. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here. Man, this has been an explosive game so far, and a close one at that. Both teams using a timeout, both teams at 21 points.
Truly has been an electric game so far.
It seems like this crowd is just full of electricity, and that's been uplifted by the Lions' stellar play so far.
The only area that I can see of right now of improvement is ball handling. So far, the Trojans have been able to poke the ball out, fluster them just a little bit. So they need to calm down, go back to their roots, go back to fundamentals, and keep control of the ball.
I believe if they do that, they're going to be just fine in this game because they have kept it close and taken the lead at parts of this game. As long as they do that, they're going to be just fine.
And that's where most of their turnovers, obviously, are coming from.
Yes. Abbott on the wing. Now Schaefer, down low Grant. Outside Abbott, 3 ball. Good. He's got 5. Dressler in the corner. Up top, Bourne. To Colin, now to Troike. Troike. Out to Colin. Troike wants it back, fakes the 3, now to Bourne in the wing. Fakes one way, goes inside. He has fairly similar motions to Abbott. Moore with a good move inside. Abbott pokes it out. Excuse me, that was Alexander that pokes it out. Then Abbott, they're going to say he touched it when he was on the line. So Trojans will have it inbounding from down low. They're going to go up top to Colin. Now Troike goes baseline, pull-up jumper. Will knock with the friendly roll. Moore comes down with it, puts it back in. He's got 5. Schaefer won't shoot. Abbott in the corner. Back up top to Maggard. They're going to run a new play now. Alexander going to take that middle position. Goes inside to him. Outside out to Schaefer. And now Abbott. Down low Grant. Back up top to Maggard, who comes down with it. Back to Abbott. Back to Maggard. Schaefer on the wing. Abbott. Alexander. They need to get something new set up here. There's some pretty stagnant offense. Maggard puts up a shot, no good. 24-23, and Brooks is storming down the court, loses it. Schaefer comes up with the steal. He's going to slow things down. 1 shot. You got 1 shot left in this half. Lions are going to try to be the ones to take it. He's standing on the line at center court. Hands off to Alexander. Trojans have gone into a man defense. Alexander goes underneath, passes out to Maggard. Now Abbott, top of the key. Hands off Maggard. Over to Alexander. 3 ball. Just rolls out. No good. But that's how we're going to end the first half. 47 points have been scored. 24-23 is the score here in Baxter Springs, Kansas. Your Lions lead by 1 and look to hold on to that as we go into the second half. Until then, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance Force State Agency halftime show on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66. Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs. 1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org. At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the Storage Shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the Storage Shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the Storage Shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. We got the varsity cheerleaders doing a little routine for us out there. We got about 6 minutes until the third quarter kicks off. It's been a good game so far. I'm sure everybody watching can agree when we say that. Definitely a close matchup between the two. It's going to come down to the wire here in Dennis R. Burke Gymnasium. That student section has really, really uplifted this Lion team and allowed them to go on runs and puts us where we're at with the score. They fought back from adversity and have fought with the lead. Now it's just a case of stopping the Trojans when you have that lead. So, Sarah, what exactly can these Lions do? And what did you see that they did well in that first half?
Well, I think they did very well on not letting the Trojans get ahead. There was a moment there where the Trojans put on, a 6-7 point run, but the Lions were able to keep their head in it and keep pushing, and now they're in the lead by 1 point. I mean, they did very well not letting the momentum go. you know.
Yes, that's right.
Some areas of improvement, definitely ball handling, like I said earlier. They're really struggling whenever they have the ball in the paint, and the Trojans are just able to like put a hand in there trying to knock it free, and they're doing a very good job of doing that. So kudos to the Trojans for that, but clean it up for Baxter.
That's exactly right. We got a little challenge here going. Makes the first shot. Now she's going to have a free throw. She's got a minute to do it. Minute to win it, if you will. It rolls in good. 45 seconds remaining. What was on the line doesn't count.
It's okay. She didn't make it anyways.
I like the music in the background by the band. Here, I'm going to turn on our... just to make sure you guys can hear the band, actually. Makes the 3 ball, so now she's got the half-court shot. All that's left.
She's got 20 seconds.
Heave it, girl. Heave it.
The little kid that just threw it back had it last week, I believe.
That's true. Good pass, but we wanted a little more in the air. 10 seconds.
Do you think if I yell Granny shot, she'll do it?
Everybody in the crowd read your mind. Granny. Oh, bad pass, kid. Bad. Give her another shot. They stopped the clock. They stopped the clock.
Yeah.
Good deal. There it is. Just wait, let it bounce. Ah, just short. Looks like we're going to have our next contestant up here in a sec.
To finish my thought, the last thing I think that the Lions need to do is keep pushing the ball. Because really, we saw it. Javen Alexander let down low. He had 2-on-1. Keep doing that all night.
That kid is really screwing them. Tell you what, 2 bad passes in a row. It's not what you want.
Yep.
All right, she made 2 layups. This little slide, the people's elbow.
She needs some traction on her shoes. Lick the bottoms, you know?
Yeah. Need some Heelys.
Heelys?
Bam. Makes a second shot. Heave it.
Oh.
Go overhand. Granny shot.
Oh, so close.
This is honestly the most exciting part of my life right now.
Same.
Just off. She's got just 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, just rolls at the end. Well, that was your halftime entertainment. Now I'm going to try and fill the hole.
Do you think that the basketball boys are gonna kick off the dance team?
I don't believe the dance team is going to be coming out.
Westcott just yelled at his players to get back.
Looks like we are going to have a dance team performance. You know what we're missing tonight?
What? The Leo.
Leo the Lion.
Where is Leo?
It's kind of sad, honestly.
Oh, miss Leo. Haven't seen him for a while. I don't even. Was he on scene?
I don't believe he was. I haven't seen him in a while.
I don't think so.
But I believe we should get back to our actual game commentary.
Sorry, got distracted.
Well, it's obviously going to be a very interesting second half here. We both know this is going to come down to the very wire. A 1-point lead at the end of the first half obviously means that things are going to be close.
And just because you're a point ahead, you still got to keep pushing.
Oh, yeah.
To this next 2 quarters.
Absolutely. In this game, our leading scorer for the Lions is Javen Alexander. He's got 7. Following behind him is both Jacob Grant and Winston Schaefer. Both of them have 6. And then Logan Abbott's going to have 5 in the matchup, and that's going to be how your scoring rounds out. Although I feel like that's wrong. I don't know why. But anyways, that's how the scoring lines out for the Lions. As far as the Trojans go, Ransom Bourne's got 4. Troike with 6. Colton Dressler, he has 7 in the matchup, and then Scott Moore is going to come out and have 5. Excuse me, Colton Dressler has 6 in the matchup. So that's how that score has come about. It's both been a very tough battle between both teams here, and I expect a very, very good second half. So stay tuned for that, as we're just about to get ready to go in it. teams haven't come out for warm-ups quite yet. We still got the dance team ready to perform here at senior night.
I also, just thinking about it, I think the Lions are doing a great job stopping the ball down low. Most of Girard's points have been coming from running floaters or shots made outside. You know, that is one thing they've done very well this game.
Yes. The Trojans live off of inside jumpers. You don't see them shoot the three ball very often, but we know that they can do it. So we'll have to see if that part of the game opens up for them in the second half. Because as of right now, the down low game's been pretty much shut out. I know both Moore and Dressler have both 7 and 5, so 12 points combined, but that does not mean that they've been dominating the game like I feel like they could. Well, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the remainder of this halftime show here on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66. Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs. 1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org. At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Leah Smith halftime show. We're just about done with half. In fact, looks like they're ready to go. As soon as they roll those carts, that cart of balls off the court, we're going to be ready. That halftime show was brought to you by Leah Smith, Farmers Insurance 4-state agency, serving Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Leah and her team have the products, services, and experience you're looking for. Give them a call today and see why they're more than just insurance. Man, oh man, I want to move over here. So I feel like I'm going to give you the sickness.
It's okay. I guess I can be sick.
I started feeling it a little bit there at the halftime show. Like I don't know. I started to get a sore throat, got a little dizzy. I feel like I'm down for the count right now.
You're just gonna have to suck it up.
Hey, I'll do what I must for this team to win. Maine in the corner, drives inside on Chorkey, outside Schaefer. Now Brooks guarding. He goes in the paint. Outside Maine, 3-ball on the way. Rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Brooks down low. Brooks tries to go down low to Moore, and Schaefer pokes it away.
That's definitely one of the advantages of having the big guys play up top.
That's one of the better catches I've seen, tell you the truth. That was a bullet pass from Choiky, and he just pokes it out of the sky.
That's like the first time he's caught it, but he's also hit it several times this game so far.
That's a slant over the middle. Schaefer, spin around jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Moore down low. Bourne. Both teams yet to get the lid off the basket yet.
Knock on wood.
To Troike, to Moore. From Bourne in the corner. Passes to Dressler. He's going to try and go to work. One-stop shot. And then rebounded by Moore, and Alexander going to get called with a foul.
Should have knocked on some wood.
Indeed. Moore will come down with a three-point play. He's got 8 in the matchup. Trojans will take a 2-point lead over the Lions. Maggard outside. He's got Bourne guarding. Now to Maine. You know, a common strategy we see with a lot of teams is leaving Maggard alone outside. But I don't think that's in the identity of the Trojans. They like to guard all, like almost 90 feet. As Troike is going to be called for a foul. And all 30 feet to the outside of the arc. They like to guard as closely and tightly as they can. That's what Westcott trains in his boys. No days off. 2-a-day practices and whatever they need to get into condition for that type of play. Maggard gets the handoff. Outside Maine, fakes the shot. Pull-up jumper from inside, good. Maine will now get on the board. He's got his first 2 of the matchup. Brooks. To Troike. Bourne in the corner. Good defense from Maine. Troike outside, goes down low to Moore. Moore spin around shot, no good. Grant comes down with the rebound. Now Schaefer. He'll take it across half court, 26-26, with under 6 to go in the third. Grant to Maggard in the corner. Alexander now, he's gonna go to work on Dressler. Hands off to Schaefer. Schaefer brings it all the way out to the tail, tries to go inside Maggard, it's poked away by Bourne. Bourne coming down the floor quickly for the Trojans. He'll stop in the corner, go up top to Dressler, now Brooks on the wing. Troike, baseline, thought about the shot but won't. Spin around jumper, blocked away by Schaefer. Dressler, 3-ball on the way. It's no good, rebounded by Grant. Grant comes down with a secure rebound, and the Lions will retake offensive possession. Maggard with Bourne guard and takes him all the way to the hoop. Back out to Maine. Alexander in the corner, he gets a beat on Dressler. Goes up and under, misses the shot, but he'll be sent to the free throw line. That'll be the second team foul on the Trojans in this quarter. And you know, I've talked about it before, but I really miss the old rules where it would be per half and you would get 10 fouls.
And you'd get one-on-one.
Yes,
Okay.
I missed the 1-and-1. 10 fouls would be the double bonus, I believe, and then 8 fouls, I think it was the, or it might have been 6 fouls, actually.
It was 7.
7. There it is. I was right around it.
Every number but 7.
Yep. Dressler comes down with the rebound. Alexander misses both at the line. Troike goes to work on Schaefer. Schaefer playing good D. Bourne. To Troike. Back to Dressler. Now Bourne. Goes down low, Dressler. They really haven't attacked the post game much in this one. They're going to call a foul before Brooks can get up with it. A good time foul will force them to inbound from the baseline. Troike inbounds to Brooks, to Bourne. Over to Troike. Euro step inside, running floater, no good. Rebounded by Troike. Up to Bourne. Bourne goes paint. Good defense from Maggard. Brooks will take a floater from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Grant. And ahead goes Alexander. Alexander gets past him. Tries to put up the shot. It's rebounded by Dressler, but poked out by Abbott. And sent right back into Abbott's hands and stolen away by Troike. To Brooks. He's going to try and go up and over. Maggard rolls out, no good, and Grant comes down with a rebound. And Hibbler telling him to slow down. Just under 4 minutes remaining, and only 2 points have been scored by the Lions. 3 have been scored by the Trojans. Grant goes up with it, good. He's got 8. Threw up that shot, good. Abbott going to get called with a foul. Trying to poke that one away was a good thing that he fouled because Bourne would have had a clean ride to the basket. Maine re-enters the game. Maggard going to take a seat. Colin in the corner to Brooks. Over to Smith. Up top, Troike. Now Smith up top to Brooks on the wing. Maine's guarding him. Now Smith guarded by Grant. Probably a matchup he likes, not going to take it. Brooks goes baseline. Good defense from Maine. Poked out, rebounded by Grant. Grant saucing up down the court. I think Coach Hibbler was holding his breath as he passes back to Abbott. Alexander now, top of the key. He's guarded by Moore. Corner Abbott. Back up top to Alexander. Won't shoot. Backing down Moore. Good post move. And it's going to get a foul called on Colin. So it was on the floor. Okay, so Schaefer going to take a seat. Off the foul on the floor, he'll get a quick breather with 2:37 remaining here in the third. Lions going to inbound from down low. What is going on here? Oh, they're cleaning the court.
They need one of those mops.
They need a little towel boy to come out. I see two young gentlemen doing bottle flips over there on the bottom. Kid in the gray just landed one. Go back and rewatch that if you have the chance. Maggard up top, guarded by Colin. He backs back to the logo. Going to work on Colin, hands off to Abbott. Two freshmen in the game, as well as Gage Maggard, Jacob Grant, and Javen Alexander. To Maine in the corner. Outside Abbott. To Alexander in the corner. Gets by the crowd. Good control on the shot, gets it to fall. He's got 9. Troike to Moore. Now to Smith. Brooks in the corner, goes up top, Troike. He'll fake one way and bring it into the hoop. Smith gonna get called for the walk outside. That'll be another turnover for the Trojans. Lions hold a 4-point lead. Looks like Dressler returned to the game. Moore gonna take a seat. Now Schaefer going across the center logo. Hands off Maine. Maine pull-up jump shot. Good. Isaiah Maine with 4 points. The kid doing work here in this matchup. And just like the student section said, he just a freshman. Brooks. Colin on the elbow. Javen Alexander. Troike gets the ball on the baseline. And Javen Alexander meets him at the top. Dressler. Inbounds from the baseline to Bourne. Bourne 3-ball. Not going to hit anything. Brooks gets the rebound on the baseline. He's going to back down Maggard. Good double team from Alexander. Alexander playing good basketball tonight. Colin takes it to the hoop. And it's going to be a foul called on Alexander. I believe that's Alexander's third here in the matchup.
You're right.
Of course I am. Always right.
I don't know about that, but anyways. If he would have just had his other foot and didn't move, it would have been a charge.
Yes, it probably would have, but he went off balance. I think he was trying to save Colin from taking a heavy fall. Maine will enter the game for Alexander.
Sometimes it's better to foul than get seriously hurt.
True. Lay it on the line, kid. Colin makes one, rebounded by Dressler. It goes up, and Grant meets him at the top. Colin loses it, and it's Lion basketball. Schaefer with Brooks guarding, hands off Abbott. Abbott's got a free run to the basket. Finds the open man outside. Doesn't get the three-pointer to fall. Bourne comes down with the rebound. It was a good shot attempt, but can't get it to fall. Smith outside. Now Brooks. Outside Dressler. Brooks electing not to shoot the three. Ooh, I think it's going to be a foul called on Maggard. It will be. That's going to be 5 fouls in this quarter on the Lions. Luckily, it comes at this late stage of the game, this late stage of the quarter, so that won't affect him too much. Brooks misses the first. That is the second foul on Maggard, so he's going to be able to just stay in the game. Brooks makes the second. That's his first point in the matchup. Haha, my stat sheet adds up to 32. Schaefer inside. Can't get the shot to go. 15 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Dressler coming down fast. Hands off Smith. Smith up to Bourne with 8 seconds to go. Gets the screen. Smith gonna throw up the final shot of the quarter. And that is nothing but net. Cam Smith gets his first points on the board with the 3-ball and draws it back to a 1-point game here in Baxter Springs. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the fourth quarter on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. For once in my 18 years of life, I don't count the first year because I can't remember anything from it, but in my 18 years of life, my stat sheet's correct at the end of the third quarter. How about that?
I'm very proud of you, and I hope our viewers at home know how much you struggle with getting your stat sheet right.
It's honestly a problem.
But it's okay, because right now, as of fourth quarter, 8 minutes, not even started, your stat sheet is good.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you never know what can happen here in the fourth. This is often when it goes wrong, I will admit. I get really caught up in the game.
I thought that was the second quarter.
It's all the quarters. Dressler outside, 3-ball on the way, good. Dressler nails the 3 from outside, and he'll give the lead back to the Trojans. Bourne.
Not going to be a foul?
Streaking for the ball. Collides with Maggard.
He hit him in the face. Maybe he'll get a black eye like...
Yeah, Keller. Hey, it looks pretty BA. Schaefer working on Brooks. Going to be a foul called on Brooks. So perhaps a little makeup call there. As Brooks going to get another foul in this matchup. I think it's just his first. It will be. Maggard going to have to take a seat. He's having troubles with the old eyeball. Looks like he'll be fine, though.
He got hit in the temple. That's the worst place, in my opinion.
How many people can you see, kid? 3. Get out on the court. You're good. Schaefer inbounds to Maine, who goes to Abbott on the wing. Now Schaefer in the corner, 3-ball on the way. Not good. Rebounded by Dressler. Troike coming quick for the Trojans. Gets it down low to Dressler. Outside Brooks. Now Troike outside. Won't shoot. Ranson-Bourne in the corner. Dressler to Moore. Loses it through the fingertips. It's going to be taken away by Maine. Maine gets the ball away. It's going to be a foul on Moore. Wow, that's going to be a big call. I'm not. Good call, referee. Either way, Moore gets his first foul of the game. Bourne takes a seat. So for the 5 Trojans out there, we've got Scott Moore, Ethan Brooks. And as Schaefer gets inside, he'll get 8 points. Yes, Ethan Brooks, Cam Smith, Colton Dressler, and Aiden Troike. Troike now. Pull up from the jumper. Good. He is answering back. And he's got 8 in this one as well. So our 2 heavyweights going back and forth here. And Schaefer is going to try and answer. He'll go down and answer immediately. He's got 10. It's almost like a challenge between these two. Call him off, Troike. To Moore. Abbott tries to get a sneaky steal. Smith, step back jump shot. No good. It's going to be Trojan basketball underneath. Cam Smith's got a really pretty jumper, I must say. That ball spins whenever he shoots. End over end. And we're going to get a timeout called from the Baxter Springs Lions. With 5:55 remaining here in the 4th, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Baxter Springs Sports Live.
1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org.
Welcome back, everybody, and finally, we are in 4th quarter territory, 36-36, with 5:55 remaining in the matchup. Bourne up top, gets it over to Troike. Tie ball game with just under 6 to go. It's been a low-scoring game, a good defensive battle as Grant pokes that one out. And Troike will inbound from the baseline. A stop here would be electric in this building as Troike shoots up the 3-ball. It's no good. Rebounded by Maggard, who has re-entered this game. He comes back for senior night. Hopefully we can get a legendary performance. Alexander goes up and he's going to get fouled, but he hits the floor hard. He's going to be getting up slowly after that one. Looks like he's going to be fine and walk it off. But my, oh my, did he hit the floor hard. He hit terminal velocity quick.
I feel like I felt that.
Yeah, that one took the wind out of me. I won't lie to you. And they're going to wipe up the floor down low. This is where we need those 2 towel boys to come out and get our floor clean for us. Be a nice addition to the game. Everybody loves a little kid with a mop. That's 36-36. Man,
beautiful weather we're having.
Feel that breeze. It is a little bit cold out, I will say. Alexander struggled from the free throw line tonight. 0 for 3 so far, trying to get one to drop. He will. So there we go. Speaking into existence, if you will.
Manifest.
Destiny. Bourne with Abbott guarding to Troike. 1 point lead for the Lions. He looking to give it back to the Trojans, and he will. He's got 10. Alexander brings it up for the Lions. He'll have Colin guarding him. Goes paint. Outside Abbott. To Maggard. Tries to go Grant down low. Gets it back out Abbott. Won't shoot. Abbott in the, that's Grant in the corner. Don't know how I could get those two mixed up, but I did. Abbott rolling around to Alexander. He's got some space in the middle of the court. Gonna try and work down low on him. Grant outside Abbott. Heavy swinging offense here from the Lions. Maggard gets a beat on Bourne and loses it. Luckily, it goes into the hands of Alexander.
Good pass.
He couldn't see out of his left eye, that's why. Colin playing good defense, gonna get called for the reach and foul. Alexander needs to be careful what he says around that referee. Just called Ben Colin, for lack of a better way to put it, a little boy. Might not be exactly what he said, but
you can.
They're not mic'd up, so it's not a big deal.
No.
Inbound to Schaefer in the backcourt. He'll take some time off the clock and now deciding to drain it down with 4:20 to go. Troike playing good defense on him. Makes it to the basket, passes off to Grant. Now Maggard, 3-ball. Not gonna fall. Troike ahead to Brooks. Brooks gonna go straight into Grant. And Brooks gonna nail down the shot. Brooks has got 3. Schaefer. 3-point lead for the Lions. Foul called on Troike. That's going to be 2 shots for Schaefer. Already 5 fouls in this quarter.
That's a big advantage to this Lions team. If they can make the Trojans foul, automatic, free points, and you should be making them. I won't say all the time.
Potential for 3 points. This one's good.
You know me, I'm a free throw misser hater, I guess, in a way.
Second free throw good. Brooks to Troike. Won't shoot the 3-ball, gets Schaefer to leave his feet, misses the shot, and Dressler gonna fight for it, bring it in. Now Bourne gets it into Dressler. Down low Brooks, he'll go up for it and sink it. And there's gonna be a timeout called here by Coach Westcott. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a break with them. You're watching Baxter Spring Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Wolker Drug, your hometown pharmacy in Baxter Springs. Locally owned and rooted in our community, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. You can even print your photos at Wolker Drug. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Wolker's Smart Cars. For seniors, Wolker offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Wolker Drug, where your health and community come together in Baxter Springs. Check us out online at wolkerdrug.com.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. 4th quarter, 3:26 to go. This is where men become men and boys stay boys. Schaefer working down on Troike. Passes out Maggard. Back to Alexander. He's at top of the key. Works down. Back out. Maggard inside Grant, turnaround jump shot, good. Grant has 10. Brooks now, a 1-point lead. It's gonna be a foul called on Abbott.
Good hustle foul right there.
Very good hustle play by Abbott, trying to get a steal. That's his first foul. Another notable is Aiden Troike with 3 fouls, poked out by Abbott. Troike ends up with the loose ball. Brooks outside. Goes to the bucket. Quick release speed. Rebounded by Alexander. He's got ahead. Troike going to come up with a steal. Goes off Troike's hands. It's going to go ahead and beat Lion basketball. 42-41 the score. Both teams with 3 timeouts. And it's Lion basketball with 2:40 remaining. Maggard gets the move on Dressler, outside Abbott. Corner Alexander, tries to go baseline. Bolin forward, gets it out to Maggard. To Grant at the top of the key. Now Abbott. Gets a beat on Bourne. Schaefer outside with Troike guarded, poked out by Dressler. Troike will slow it down. Goes to the bucket. Ooh, that's going to be a jump ball. It'll go in possession of the Baxter Springs Lions. Could have easily been called a travel as well. Good defense from Schaefer. Schaefer working down on Troike. Alexander gets the ball poked away by Brooks. That's a travel, but Dressler gets the ball. Crosses half court. Tries to pass down low to Moore. That's going to be a foul on Jacob Grant. Second team foul, second foul for him in the game. No foul trouble here in the fourth for the Lions. That's good news as we dwindle down this game. Brooks in the corner. To Dressler. To Troike. Dressler now up to Moore at the top of the key. Troike back to Brooks. Bourne takes it inside. Doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Brooks. 3-point lead for the Trojans. Schaefer rolling ahead. He's going to get it poked away by Bourne. Some costly turnovers. And a good timeout by Coach Hibbler. Hibbler gets a good timeout off. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Baxter Spring Sports Live.
One in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Springs Sports Live. 44-41 is the score in the fourth quarter. 3-point lead for the Trojans. Less than a minute to go. Maybe it all comes down to this. This next possession going to be huge for the Lions because if they don't score, it's going to be foul territory.
That's exactly right, Daryl. You really have to capitalize here because if you don't, you give the Trojans the basketball, which makes you have to foul. Fortunate enough for the Lions, they've got 3 more before you go 2-2.
You get a basket, though. You got defense to work with.
They're trying to get...
Yeah, Abbott was running free down there. Instead, Schaefer gets the ball.
We saw that last week.
That was kind of one of the daggers, if you will, against the Galena Bulldogs. Maggard gets it out to Grant. Back to Maggard in the corner. And there's going to be another timeout by Coach Hibbler. He'll have 1 remaining. The It's going to be his last full timeout. And we're going to take it with him. You're watching Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back, everybody. 44-41, fourth quarter. 38 seconds remain. Baxter Springs Lions have the ball. They have 1 timeout in their arsenal, where our Trojans got 3. Trojans have the advantage. Lions need a bucket. On the floor for the Lions, we got Logan Abbott. We got Isaiah Main. We got Javen Alexander, Jacob Grant, and Weston Schaefer. Main will get the inbound to Alexander. Poked away by Brooks, and it'll be Lion basketball. Brooks been very good at poking away the ball. He's caused a couple of turnovers late here. And Aiden Troike gonna steal it away, and he's gonna dunk it down. Exclamation point to try and end this matchup. Schaefer ahead, gets the crossover on Troike. He'll back out, 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound Brooks, fouled by Abbott. 9 seconds remaining. 46-41. Need to get the ball back and answer. Dressler will inbound. Coach Hibbler going to take his final timeout. Well, Sarah, it's just a 30-second timeout, so let's talk this over here. 9.5 seconds remaining, and Aiden Troike throws a haymaker. And I gotta say, knocks the Lions down. He's trying to come out here and prove why he's the man of the league. And I'd say that's a pretty good exclamation point on it. There's still time to play with. 9 seconds. Trojans inbounding the ball on the near side in the back half court.
If I were Lions, I'd press the crap out of them.
Play tight defense.
Foul. You have 2 more till you get 2 and 2.
If you don't get a steal on the inbound, you have to foul.
You have to. That's crucial. And if it comes down to it, you get 2 quick fouls. You gotta foul the least consistent free throw shooter, which personally haven't watched a lot of Girard, but I would not foul Aiden Troike at all.
You absolutely cannot foul Aiden Troike. You might attack one of the 2 bigs in Scott Moore or Colton Dressler, although they've been pretty consistent free throw shooters all year long. It looks like the 5 that'll be out on the court for the Trojans going to be Cam Smith, Ransom Bourne, Aiden Troike, Scott Moore, and Colton Dressler for the Lions. Isaiah Main, Jacob Grant, Weston Schaefer, Javen Alexander, and Logan Abbott.
The most important part right now is you can't give up. You know what I mean? Even though there's 9 seconds, you still have 9 seconds.
Inbounded to Troike, and they're going to foul him. So that inbound there was crucial. There'll be a foul on Schaefer. And passed in to Dressler. He'll get fouled with 3 seconds remaining. So he'll have 2 shots, but that's pretty much going to salt this one away. Now, I never said there wasn't a chance.
We could get a technical.
Hey, you never know. But it's going to be a miracle if they can get this done. I need a miracle. Cue the white horse. Well, misses the first. Coach Westcott going to call a timeout.
I don't understand why he's calling a timeout.
I
But
don't either.
hey, not a coach.
Me either. Well, it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a full timeout with them. You're watching Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back, everybody, here at Baxter Springs Sports Live. 46-41 is the score with 3 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Coming up after this fourth quarter, we're going to have the Bricks and Brews Wood-Fired Grill and Pub post-game show. I said we're going to talk to Coach, but since I'm starting to feel really, really sick, we're going to try and get out of here as fast as we can because I'm on the verge of dying here on the court. Colton Dressler makes the second. Well, a bucket at the end for Abbott. Padding stats. But that's going to be the end of this one. 47-43 the score. Lions going to fall once again this season to the Trojans. Trojans come in here and going to increase their season record to 13-5. Been a good season so far for the Trojans. They look to try and secure that top spot at Sub-State. Lions gonna have to play from behind going into Sub-State. But next week will be over in Riverton. A Little Rock's throw away. But for now, we're gonna take a quick break. And when we come back, we're gonna have the Bricks and Brews halftime show. Or sorry, post-game show on Baxter Springs Sports Live.
Route 66 Hardware is your trusted hardware store in the heart of Baxter Springs, with just about everything you might need from around the house to the back 40. Top quality tools, equipment, and supplies with a wide range of products. Be on the lookout for big changes coming to Route 66 Hardware. All inventory has been discounted to make room for a new line of products from an all-new vendor. Be patient as Route 66 looks to grow, expand, and continue their commitment to quality customer service. Route 66 Hardware in Baxter Springs.
Are you drowning in clutter and need of some extra space? Look no further than the storage shed in Baxter Springs. With a wide range of sizes and options available, the storage shed has the space that suits you best with 24-hour access, all in a secure facility. They even have storage containers. Plus, the storage shed is your authorized U-Haul rental store right here in Baxter Springs. Visit them today at 2903 Military Avenue or call 620-856-3906.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
1 in 5 U.S. adults and 1 in 6 youth experience a mental illness each year. Losing sleep? Feeling tired for no reason? Feeling anxious or sad? You are not alone. Thankfully, we have Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. Spring River offers a comprehensive range of mental health and substance use services to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of their diagnosis and insurance status, even offering same-day services. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health services, please contact Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more, go to springrivermh.org.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Baxter Spring Sports Live. Trojans going to improve to 13-5 on the year. Lions going to fall down once again below 500. It's been a tough second half of the season here as we roll into the Bricks and Brews post-game show. Man, what is my deal with trying to say it's halftime? It's not halftime. We're in the post-game show, man. Senior night losses for both teams. Definitely disheartening, not what you want to see. However, this is definitely a good building block for the future. Girard's a very tough team on both sides, both girls and boys. Man, they're going to be tough to beat no matter what. Coach Westcott always puts together a really good team, and especially with one of the best players in the CNC. Dare I say one of the best players in the state right now, Aiden Troike. He's got a bright future ahead of him, and he's always going to be hard to stop. And it proved it there at the end when he came up big and tried to, well, basically seal the game himself. Well, Sarah, what'd you think of that performance by the Lions?
The little mistakes killed them. They did very, very well this game. Don't get me wrong. Girard's a very hard team to beat. Kudos to Girard for having, all the talent there. I think that Baxter should have won, personally. There were just a little mistakes, like turnovers that happened close to the end of the game, and letting Girard back in. Easily Baxter, if they erase some of their mistakes, passes, getting the ball, picked off of them, several times, they could have won easily.
I think you're exactly right. And, they're going to bounce back. I got no worries in the world about that. I know this team, they're going to be fine. They're at the end. The Girard Trojans hit shots, and we didn't.
Mm-hmm. There was that cluster of times whenever the ball was going from one end to one end and just mistakes were being made on both sides. But if the Lions had capitalized during those mistakes or those opportunities, they could have slowed the pace. They could have killed momentum for the Trojans, vice versa for the Trojans, which they capitalized on that.
The stat sheet adds up to 46.
Well, that's a win for today.
Yes. Aiden Troike finishes with 12, following behind him. Ethan Brooks had 8. Colton Dressler had 8. Scott Moore had 8. And then a couple players with 3s. Cam Smith, Ben Cullen, Rancid Bohr had 4. For your Lions, scoring output, Jacob Grant had 10. Abbott had 7. Weston Schaefer with 12. Javen Alexander with 10. And then Isaiah Main with 4. Pretty good game overall for them, but definitely a loss and not something you want to see. They got one more game until Sub-State. That's going to be Riverton next week. We'll be there covering that for you, presuming that I don't
get sick,
contract the vid. I'm going to take 2 steps back here just to make sure that no one in the screen can catch the vid. Either way, in my return to Girard Sports Live, sadly, the opposing team can't get the win. I guess it's just, it's a story. It's drama. It's how it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to come down to the end and get the win. But that's going to be it for us here on Baxter Springs. Oh, you have a point to make, Sarah?
Player of the game.
Who do you think should be player of the game, Sarah?
So, since we're doing Girard Sports Live, obviously, I feel like he gets this all the time, but Aiden Troike should be Girard's player of the game.
Okay, so for Girard's player of the game, Aiden Troike, I'm okay with that. For the Lions, I'm going to say Javen Alexander.
Mine is going to be Logan Abbott, because although he didn't play a ton, he played a ton, don't get me wrong. There were moments whenever he was very sneaky and would poke the ball out.
Well, there you have it. I guess I got to come up with something here real quick. But Aiden Troike is going to be your player of the game for the Girard Trojans. He came big late there at the end, pokes it away, gets the steal, dunks it home, and adds the exclamation point to the Trojans' victory. As for the Lions, Javen Alexander, I'm going to pick him as the player of the game. I'm biased. He came out
senior
big.
night, he can have it.
First senior night, he came out big, scored 10 for the team. He was just hitting shots and playing fast. And I believe if they don't have a few turnovers there at the end, that this game could have been very differently. However, that's going to wrap this one up. You've been watching Baxter Springs Sports Live. My name is Daryl McLeod. Alongside me is Sarah Goebel. Thank you to all our sponsors for allowing us to come out here and put this game on for you guys. Thank you to everybody that watched tonight. And most importantly, thank you to all those Girard fans out there for supporting Girard Sports Live through everything. Without you guys, these other channels probably wouldn't exist. So you're allowing me to come out and exist in that. Also, shameless plug, if you know a business that's willing to sponsor the big event at Pittsburgh State, it's a community-wide community service event where we help those in need around Pittsburgh or the primary Pittsburgh area. We'll go out to Frontenac, Girard, maybe even Baxter, if you will. If you know anybody that would be willing to put in maybe $100, $200 a business, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, shoot Corey Humble an email, because we're looking for people desperately, and it means so much to me if you guys could help. Well, shameless plug out of the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been fun out here. I love you, Mom, and good night from Baxter Springs.
You've been watching Baxter Springs Athletics on your new home for the Lions, Baxter Springs Sports Live. Baxter Springs Sports Live is presented by WDM. Learn more at WDMinc.net. Also by Thanks for watching, and remember to catch every second of the action right here on Baxter Springs Sports Live.